Katrina, the fire mage that you guys rescued from the swamp, Nim, so Venice was there, maybe,
Sounds right. No. Do we
and
use Sylvanas' token for Torrent?
shit. You know what?
I
I'm
think
just gonna
that's
go
what
to
it
the
was.
map. I'm just gonna go to the map and look, just so people know where they were. DDDT. It was the people who took part in the fight were Katrina, Sylvanas, and Nim. Um, Everybody else I didn't bring into the fight, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple more hours to do stuff and things. You could say that you were there and you were part of it or not, but effectively they went and found a warehouse district that looked particularly sort of burnt out and ruinous. They followed tracks, found rat tracks. The majority of those tracks led into the basement of one particular building that had a crumbling foundation, and in the basement of which they found a series of fire rat swarms. What are fire rat swarms, you may ask? They are swarms of rats that also set fire to shit, including you whenever they touch you, as Nim found out because they kept touching her and she kept getting burnt. Um, Fortunately, they were able to plug the holes in the foundations that it seemed they were coming through, and these holes weren't leading to the outside, but much more cavernous. And one of them rolled a survival check, probably Sylvanas, with his success and whatnot, to discover that it seems like these rats were being either forced to come through these like underground tunnels and passageways into the town, or being frightened from something to come here. With the conclusion of that, Nim, Stovenis, and Katrina went back to the head of that district, who is Magistrate Lorb Vortbeard, who's kind of this cantankerous dwarf who's very much into being in control and hates when he doesn't understand or doesn't know what's going on, and immediately got the word out that the fires were being set by vermin and that people should make sure that they're plugging up or sealing up any cracks or holes in their basements or other places so this would stop. And there's almost this immediate sense of relief over the town as they realize that it's not dissidents that are doing this, but rather some sort of varmint that's making the problem. So some success was created there. Not Fizz Gig. Sorry, the different character, different game.
Yep.
Figovich.
He's dead.
Yeah, he be dead. Figovich then informed Nim about several other things that had been sort of plaguing or creating issues for the town and the town's people. The Some of the sort of bigger ones were I'm sorry, I'm making sure that I have all of these. Apart from the arson, which has been solved, there were a group of goblins that were out in the swamps that had been causing trouble for people's coming in as well as shipments and supplies. There was a shipment that recently had not been delivered, whether it was due to the goblins or something else, of magical beasts that there was a reward being offered for. There was talk of some sort of shrieking that was going on down in the southeastern part of the region that people were attributing to a adult green dragon who was freaking out for some reason. And and also Nim had a chance to speak with one of the recognized heroes that is in town, um, named Lorabek Adelsberg, and her, we'll say, awakened and cognizant giant eagle, whose plan was to create a mega church in which all of the faiths that comprise the various small temples, etc., in Sequen into one, so that the people could come and both learn about different faiths, but also sort of venerate what they so choose, as opposed to being lost in the myriad that are out there, and everyone could kind of work together to provide care and aid and help as is needed. As one would expect, change does not always sit well with people who that is challenging for. And so Laura Beck has had some issues in doing that, but would love some help in trying to get her idea off the ground by basically doing some face-to-face contact with each of the faiths and the faith leaders and persuade them. And I think that sums up everything that we dealt with Nim last time.
I can't really think of anything else because, yeah, I went down there. So, yeah.
So I think that with that said, what might make sense is this: is anybody that wasn't part of the foray to deal with the fire rats, and so that would be Obscurity, Kane, and Moruk. I'm gonna say Sylvanas was with them because Sylvanas's token was on the map there. Um, but the rest of you have maybe a couple hours that you could do something if you wanted to prior to kind of meeting back up with Nim as she headed down to the South Harbor area and then has this conversation with Laura Beck. So if there is anything that I just listed that you guys want to try to do, the majority of the challenges that are listed at this point to try to win the town over, I'm not gonna lie, you guys are way overrated for. Um, like I'm pretty sure that with the exception of some weird rolls, Nim could have handled. In fact, Nim kind of did handle the rat stuff by herself. But people came and aided. That said, Nim did take some damage from it because they were very burny. But if there is something that you guys are particularly interested in, there is a person who would come and talk to you and say, "What is it you need to know?" My name is Vikovich, and I'm happy to help.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
So Figovich explains that some of the other stuff and things that are going on right now that could be effectively looked into are these magical beasts that are out towards the southern swamp area. That's kind of the one on the map. Um, the goblins, which are in the kind of forested slash one area of the map. The church stuff, which when you meet up with Nim again, will tell you that that is to the south, and would probably require multiple people breaking up to try to make checks to make that work. And the other things, did I say something else? Was that
Goblins, dragon.
the dragon? Actually, you know what? Figovich would also tell you guys about. There's one other thing that I didn't list to you last week. Figovich would tell you about.
Is there anything out in seven, the sunken ruins?
Figovich would say there's nothing out there except the danger and no riches. But at one point, this was a very big place for this area. In fact, some people think that that was a city unto itself. But that was before anyone's time that's still hanging out here. But lots of people that come here think that they can find riches and other things by plundering out there. So far, all people have found is problems and pain and, well, death, that.
Yeah, okay, so that's probably avoidable.
So also you hear that in the main part of the town of Sequin, so kind of in where the 4 is on the map, that uh um Figovich tells you that there's also somebody whose name is Pickens Frankart, who's been kind of well, he's kind of stirring up the crowd. Like, he keeps telling people that he should, like the Lyceum's just using people and it's not doing anything good, and it's kind of well, it's kind of driving a wedge in the city as far as, like the Lyceum's trying to help, or aren't they trying to help? Are they doing good? Are they not doing good? And well, he's got kind of a real way about him as far as, like, people are starting to gravitate towards him, which is, as they move towards him, they move away from, the War Council and the Lyceum, which makes there be this kind of wedge in the city politic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I
Is
get
that a
it.
euphemism?
Well, if the city is kind of like a hole, and
Please
then you
stop.
put things in the hole. No, I've said too much. I've said too much.
So, in your opinion, of all of these things that need to get done, what is the most important?
Oh, you pay me 1 gold a day. I just tell you information. I don't know.
I'm asking for your opinion.
In my opinion, whatever would be best for Sequin is what you should do. I'm also thinking about getting into politics later, and I think I'm doing good.
But stonewalling and not answering the direct question?
Yes.
I don't know what you mean, my friend. Moving on. Next question. Yes?
That's my case.
That's mine. The one other thing that is going on in the city, just as a reminder for everybody, is there is a giant ship in the center of the harbor that is part of the Wayfarers, but because that is very bard based, and so Venice was interested in that when you guys first came to town. I'm saying he's investigating that on his own, and kind of use that later as is needed. So if you guys would like to try to do something in the first part of the day, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Just tell me what you'd like to do.
Well, if we're supposed to go through and try and help out, I would like to do the one that would be the most useful, but I'm just not sure which one because my brain's not functioning completely.
That's totally fine. It happens to adventurers. They get hit in the head quite often.
I'm going to hit you in the head quite often.
Oh, please don't. I'd have no helmet. I only get paid a very minimal sum. No, I'm not complaining. Just please don't hit me in the head. So yeah, I mean, there's a series of things. I will tell you that that Nim more than likely is going to want to try to. I'm not to put words in your mouth, but is going to want to try to engage with meeting and interacting with the churches to help Lorbeck, or at least that's what it seemed like last week when we left off. But that's going to take some time. So if you have a couple hours while Nim and others were off dealing with the arson rats, and you want to pick one of the above, maybe not the dragon. I mean, you could, but maybe not the dragon. Pick what you want. Also, Figovich does share that he's heard more about some blonde woman trying to find you guys. I did share that
Jess?
as well. Jess, yes. Jess, yes. Yes, Jess.
Yes, Jess.
Yes, Jess. Dolan, you still with us, or have you passed out completely?
Sounds like she's passed out completely.
No,
and
no,
Still?
no. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry. What was
No.
the deal? I was distracted.
It's okay. It's okay. So there's a series of quick little ventures that you guys. It would basically be Kane, Obscurity, and Moruk could go handle while Nim was dealing with the fire rats, and they
Okay.
are goblins in the woods, mystical beasts, including some kind of jumping spider that were supposed to be delivered. You could go deal with a rabble rouser, a dragon, which I'm gonna say maybe don't, but
Right.
you
That's
make
an
your
adult
choice.
green dragon.
I
Okay.
mean, you do what you want. You do what you want, and
Which is the eye.
yeah, exactly. And I think that was it, right? I think that's what I told you guys. So there was the rabble rouser, the goblins, the
What
mystical
about these mystical beasts that have to be delivered?
They were supposed to be delivered, but then they escaped, and then you get like 50 per beast or something like that you capture and bring back.
That is absolutely correct.
So is the rest of my tag team just looking for my input?
Well, right now we've got one tag team member, being Kane, saying, "I don't know what I want to do. I want to do something." And we've got a
Okay.
Moruk who classic Moruk, is abstaining from response at this time.
All right, then I vote mystical beasts.
Okay. The heroes learn that a ship from Ostalin, for those of you who don't remember, that is the one area of the continent that has not been affected yet by by the war itself, has become mired after it edged too close to the shore. One of its crew, Dreama, has made his way through the swamp and can provide directions to the ship. Figovich has met with Dreama and can give you these directions. Only a few short miles away, mired in the swamp along the southern coast of the peninsula, the ship, a freight courier named the Milsoven, was delivering exotic animals to Banahaman Vet. Banahman. Banahman Vet. All I want to think about is what is it, Bawana Man from DC Comics, but
yeah,
Banaman, yeah, Banaman Vet, who is one of the Lyceum's instructors. They're worried about the cargo. They're concerned it might be ruined if it isn't retrieved quickly. And he offers a stingy reward of 480 gold pieces to anyone who can help bring it back. However, if all of the creatures on the manifest are returned to him, you get that full amount. If they are not, every damaged or broken or dead or whatever creature, you lose 20 gold pieces for each of the 24 creatures lost. That said, Bannerman is effectively ahead at the Lyceum, and so Figovich is like, well, getting on his good side might be important if you're gonna go do this whole war council thing. So if
All
you
of a
want to
sudden,
go do
Moruk shows up.
that, Modrik's like, oh,
He's just there.
Get in there. Yeah, I'm already there, guys. I'm already there.
Oh, we're talking Lyceum stuff?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where were you?
Yeah. I'm everywhere.
He was in the Elven blockade, but now all of a sudden...
So, is that what you guys want to go do?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
And because I think it would be boring to not do this, Nim, I know you were on your own adventure, but do you want to be part of this as well?
I won't say no.
All right. Cool.
No, I feel like not really playing tonight.
Okay. I mean, all right. If that's your call. The one thing I will say though is, I'm gonna say that on the travel there, you can be healed up, so that we're not starting you with like whatever. I think you were kind of pretty beat up after.
Yeah, 53
after
out of
the rat
66. It wasn't crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at a different thing. Maybe it was the rat. So the rat health was over with that bar was over your
Nice.
character, and it was like,
Yeah.
dude, you were way lower than that. So,
Yeah.
okay. Let me just do. I'm gonna jump on the map. Just do a couple things real quick. So we've got Kane. I'm gonna take Sylvanas off of this. Get rid of that. Do you want to bring Katrina or no?
Nah, at this point, we're good.
All right. She's gonna go and do other stuff. Okay. So. So, Kevin, before I do this and fuck this whole thing up, you guys are on the map. I have daylight on. Everybody can see everything. If I need to hide something, what is the best way to do that?
Probably put it on the GM layer.
Can I do that?
You can
I
just
can't
right
do
click
that.
on the thing.
What if I go?
So it's, are you on the same layer that it's on?
Yeah, I just moved myself to map layer, and as a pre-made map, it won't do it. Basically, there's sort of multiple levels to something. I wonder if I just do this.
So if you're talking about something being on the map layer, I mean, you could still go to the map layer and move it to the GM layer, or you can like move it to the back.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna say it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say it doesn't matter, just for sake of this. So let's go back to tokens. Okay. I've got. All right. So let's bring you guys here. As you guys work your way through the forest, moving through like sort of cypress trees and waterlogged bushes and whatnot, you come to this area and you start to see like webs hanging from the trees, which fits with what Figovich had said to you. And as you start getting closer, you notice these webs they look very specific. In fact, they look a lot like Spanish moss. And I'll allow anyone to give me a survival check to maybe identify what these are for. Didn't sound like a dice, sound like a zipper, but okay, cool.
I mean, is it we think it's from the spider?
Yeah, I just meant that like if you make a good survival check, maybe I'll tell you a little bit more information about it. Holy poop! Yeah, so Nim, did you roll 2 20s in a row, or did it just show up twice?
Nah, it showed up twice. I have it open again.
Okay. Well,
Shit. It's gonna be another one of those nights.
so you oh, I just saw that, Ezekiel. So Nim, you recognize that these are a particular kind of giant spider. Well, they're medium in size, but I mean, if you know what a normal spider is, if it's the size of a fucking person, it's a giant spider.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
These are called Addercop pouncers, and they're really good at climbing, and they're also really good at jumping. In fact, their go-to move is to leap off of something and pounce on their prey, biting them, knocking them down, and then sort of like trying to wrap them up from that point down. So I think with that, everybody should give me a perception check.
Oh, should we be seeing anything other than a black screen?
You should be. Yes.
Fucking
So
hell.
that's
It's
that's
definitely one of
that's
those nights.
that's something for me to work on then. So let's do that.
Why does this keep fucking that up?
I don't know. Like vision is on.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about my dark reader keeps messing things up. Do you have the icons that I had made so that it was something where they copied over with the dark vision?
Yeah, that was, and it's not even dark vision. Like I have daylight on the map. Like everything is bright lit right now. So I don't.
Let's
I just
see
make
here.
sure that I didn't drag you guys somewhere that shouldn't be.
Dynamic lighting is off. There we go.
Oh,
That's
there
part
you
of it. Well, that's
So
just
that's
for
so weird
us.
because that's so fucking weird. Like I had set it up, dynamic lighting was on, like I did all. Well,
it was
whatever.
not.
Okay, hold on. When I set the map up, everything was on. That's why on my end everything was lit up. But
Oh, well.
anyways.
It
So
was
yeah,
not
so
on.
everybody. All right, so Ezekiel, wow, get those low rolls out. Everybody else, please give me some perception rolls. Did somebody just do something on the map? Because it just got darker.
No, it was always this dark. I'm working on it.
Okay, so prior to this, on my map, it was bright light. That's why I'm saying I thought I had.
Well, yeah.
things set up.
You were the GM.
No.
Also,
so,
these ones
no,
are not the ones that I had made.
I don't know what that means.
Because they don't have the same vision.
It's so weird to me because this used to be a relatively easy thing to do, but oh well.
We're getting there. All right. There we go.
The only person that shouldn't be there is Savanus. So, but whatever, we'll leave him alone.
All right, now we can see.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then perception checks. Kane failed. Obscurity, pretty good. Nim, lots of perception checks. Remember, Sylvanus is not there with you.
Well, I know that now.
I
So,
know
just the
that
25.
Okay. Sylvanus, you see...
Nothing, because he's not here.
I'm sorry. You're right.
You
Nim,
just went over this.
You see... Oh, I know I did. There's so much. You see over here something moving in the trees. And Moruk, you also see this. And then all three of you see moving down here in the trees some critters.
just so you know, this area right here is like a vision blocker, so we can't see that there's trees and stuff. It's just like a wall to us.
So, I get it. I'm just
letting
telling
you know.
that, like, yeah, you see movement, as far as things coming, like maybe in a negative sense, coming towards you guys. And so with that, let's roll some initiative and get you guys on the board. And I've got to do a bunch of stuff on this end. So. Come on, just paint this.
Oh, wow.
Obscurity got a 20. Nice. Kane, what do you get for initiative?
So we're doing initiative.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry, did not hear you.
No worries. Moruk got a 7. Hot. Apparently I didn't give Nim a...
18.
18 for Kane. Nice. Well, it came that way. That's weird. Let's go Nim. And then Nim, you rocked it. What did you wind up with?
Also an 18.
18. Okay, and let's do this. Go descending.
Plus 0.
All right. So, Obscurity, you get to go first, and you notice that up here in the tree, right there, is this thing. And it's like, it looks like it's getting ready to maybe give you a kiss. Jumpy, stingy kiss.
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, that we're trying to capture these for money and reputation. We're not doing this for money.
On it.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
I don't really do that. I'm not a wizard.
I was just gonna say you're
I
a
don't
monk
have
who
any
has
magic
spells.
ability.
I was like, God damn, what are you?
Yeah.
I went for that classic
The
monk
Avatar.
sorcerer build or monk whiz build.
That would be cool though if I had like some sort of sleep darts.
Yeah, like a
FYI
wizunk
for the future.
for sure.
Yeah. Just
Well,
like
don't you have a stunning strike?
Oh yeah. But that
Maybe,
is definitely gonna do damage.
It'll do damage, but I mean, it might knock it out enough. I mean, it is a creature, so we'll see.
All right, pop.
Well, okay, so it's up in a tree, and it's
Uh-huh.
it's a ways away from you.
Oh, I thought it was gonna give me a kiss. Okay.
Oh, it looks like it's like,
But
but it's in a tree.
Melee, you
Puckering
can go
its lips.
non-lethal. So
It's a mandibles. It's a mandibles.
Flat side
Well,
of the
I'm
neck.
not climbing a tree to get into a hand-to-hand combat with a fucking spider, so
kind of monk are
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that sounds very monkish.
you? Gus would already be in the tree with all the spiders.
Gust also has a movement speed akin to, I don't know, all the deities together combined.
Yeah. He's no kobold.
I'll just get its attention. I will
No, tabaxi, right?
just gonna shoot a dart at it. I
Okay.
think I'm gonna do that.
Is that with? I think the dart range is 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, 60. Sorry, 20 min, and then 60 max.
All right. So.
So what does that mean? How far away is it?
Well, I mean, you should measure it. Find out.
Oh, I see it. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the map.
It's hanging out over here. Yeah.
Got it.
I mean,
It's
you
that
could
guy.
move closer to it and throw a dart for
100%.
sure.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Your verbal description made me think we were much closer than that.
Well, that's what the perception check was for. Yes, for sure.
Got it.
Also, this is a terrible map because I would have said you walk into a building, but unfortunately, this is where they start you. So.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, so you'd have disadvantage right now unless you moved forward. Oh, Jesus, yeah, okay. When you get there, 100% you see the guy that's up in the tree over there.
That's the spider we're talking about, right?
Okay, hold on. So
Yeah.
when you get there,
Yeah.
a couple things happen. One, you see the spider you came to go deal with. You now see the spider that's over
Another
here.
spider. Yep.
Give me another perception check.
Before we do that, can we point out the fact that Moruk just ran up there?
I didn't move. No.
Morux, yeah, you're casting spells.
The
I think
map
he grabbed the
says
wrong code.
otherwise.
Oh,
you
let's-
brave
did I?
orc.
My bad.
You obscurity. Please don't grab my rock.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the name, I think, is on.
It was.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Moruk's like, I moved nowhere.
Yeah.
What
I
are
didn't
you
move
talking
anywhere.
about? All right. So as you run up there, give me a perception check.
Done. 24. Next.
24. You absolutely realize that there are more fucking spiders because this guy shows up, and you notice this guy showing up. You also hear, with a perception check of 24, there sounds like there's more spiders on the boat that is right here.
Oh, great googly moogly. Oh, maybe I am safer up in this tree with a spider.
Move over, spider. I'm
Yeah.
taking this too.
I'm
all right,
trying to
you ran
hide
up
from the
there.
other ones.
All right, move action. What are you
Yeah,
doing
right.
next?
I'm just gonna shout out to my companions, all of the spiders that I am aware of, and then I'm just gonna blow dart its ass. Let's see. Probably
If
pretty
you
high
can
DC.
get melee as much as possible, do that so you can call for non-lethal. Because
Yes,
ranged
got
you
it.
can't.
I just figured it's our first hit. I'm not gonna kill it.
Let's hope so.
We're gonna find out. All right, 19 is a
And we
hit.
can always heal it.
Spider healer.
Ooh, a fucking paladin.
All right, so
I'll just kill it if he brings it back to life.
19 is a hit. What do you do for damage?
I do this for damage.
37.
Max damage.
Holy shit! All right, so you have you bloodied the spider, but it's still alive.
Okay.
Are you doing anything else in your turn? I assume you
I
have two
get
attacks.
2 attacks. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Do it. It's only gold.
What are you? Thing. What the fuck are you?
That's what the spider's saying to you. You're nothing. you nothing.
Yeah. That's the guy from Revenge of the Nerds talking in the background here.
The actual guy.
The actual guy. The lead character from Revenge of the Nerds.
It's weird. That's the exact voice of this spider.
Jen,
Oh, nice.
Jen has the actual actor stuck in her house.
Yep. All right.
Thinking
So you're
about
doing
lighting this tree on fire, but
Holy
Nim is
shit,
telling me
okay.
not to do that.
Okay, I don't know. We should have had a definition time on
Yeah, we
what
shoulda.
lethal
Shoulda,
and
coulda, woulda.
non-lethal means.
Yeah, I don't
Before I just
understand
let
any
you.
of these terms.
Remember,
So,
we're
listen,
trying not to kill it. I don't know what
Right.
not means,
well,
so
well,
off
also,
I go.
Nim,
I've got it.
Nim, we haven't established this, but Nim has an inherent fear of spiders, and is just like, big fucking spider, gonna kill it. So there's that.
Okay. I am. It's bloody.
There have
All
to
right,
be
are you
like
gonna throw another dart?
thousands of these.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
All right, do it.
That's not, I'm just trying to see if there's anything non-lethal that I can do ranged right now.
You could spirit jump into the air, and then try to kick it with the soft side of your foot, and just slightly knock it out using pressure points.
I'm gonna grapple it. Just kidding.
It's gonna poison you. That's what's gonna
Okay.
happen.
Oh, does it have poison ability? It probably does.
It's a spider.
spider.
So
Yeah. I'm gonna. What if I can check myself against poison right now? No, I can't. Okay. Okay. I am gonna forego my second attack right now. It is what it is. I don't
Okay.
want to kill it. I was just trying to get its attention, and I didn't want to fight it in a tree.
I mean, you got
So-
its attention, but you also
Right.
realize you made yourself its prime target. If
Yes.
Nim shared,
That's exactly what I wanted.
these are pouncing spiders that will
Yeah.
literally jump on you, potentially knock you out, and then infect you with poison.
Yeah,
So.
potentially. We'll see. We'll see if I have a second chance to pop non-lethal damage.
Up, up,
Okay,
bounce,
that's it.
bounce.
my turn.
Okay, it's your turn.
And now I'm just gonna be like, "Na, na, 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 na."
All right, I gotta double check one thing about these things because these things are kind of crazy. So. Come on, just. You know what? I think I can just do it this way. It's gonna be way faster. Okay, so this cat that's right here, that obscurity saw, is gonna go. Okay. Okay, so that was that one, and now it's Nim's turn. Nim, what are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe like
Stuff.
this. What is that? Probably running up. To maybe like there. And that's like most of what I can do.
Okay, as you get there, you are now, I think, aware of the spider that Obscurity is fighting, as well as the spider that is in the tree right here. And then
wasn't even paying attention to that one. Yep.
And then you definitely hear like creeping around on the boat. Also, we should get something that goes along with this. So
This one's the one she hit, and it's should be bloodied, right?
Yes, yes, sir. I just have not put a mark on it yet.
Cool. It's touched. So yeah, I double move.
Okay, you double move up there. All right.
Yep.
It now goes to Mr. Ezekiel Kane. Kane, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. Its range is 60 feet. Let's see, I'll get a new computer. Once. And also not once.
As you consider your moves, I'm just going to say, Attercop pouncers do not live in vast webs. Instead, they make nests in high places, packing dirt into a hanging tunnel, reinforced by webbing, or dirt into webs as needed in trees. When prey comes by, they leap out from above.
All right, so I mean it's only a bonus action, but I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Obscurity.
Do you have the range to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez.
Nice. All right. So that was your bonus action. What else are you doing?
All I'm going to do is kind of move up. That's it.
Okay. That's not you.
Oh,
Oh. Good. Nothing happens there. Nothing happens there. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. This guy, it's in the tree right here, is going to launch himself into the air at obscurity using something called Standing Leap. The Attercop's long jump is up to 30 feet without a running start. And it's going to try to get you. Let's see. I doubt I'm going to do this, but a 10 doesn't hit you, does it?
Whoever you're asking, no.
No,
Son of a
especially
bitch.
not with my Shield of Faith.
All right, so unfortunately, bam, it lands next to you as it slides off, it bounces off your shoulder, and then it tries to bite you. Come on!
Holy shit, that was this one?
Yep. They can
It
jump
jumped
up
30
to
fucking feet?
They have a long jump of 30 feet it's from a standstill without a running jump, and it misses. So that is its turn because it didn't get
Yeah,
you.
but holy shit.
So that was that one. Yep, and then we go to this one. Oh, and it's this one. It's this one that's up here. And this one, seeing his buddy down there, opens his mouth and goes and spits a web at you. Ooh, does a 21 hit you?
You, meaning me,
Yes, you, Obscurity.
21 hits.
Okay. The target is restrained by webbing. So you are now restrained.
Thank goodness I have my flaming quarterstaff out.
That said, the target can make a DC 11 strength check to burst the webbing on a success. The webbing can also be attacked and destroyed. It has vulnerability to fire damage and immunity to bludgeoning, which is what a quarterstaff does, but you also do fire damage with it, just saying, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you are now restrained. Okay. And
I can make that strength check on my turn, correct?
On your turn, correct.
Okay.
Okay, so that one does this. Means I've got to do this.
Would it be okay if she held her turn and I could come and try and cut it open?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it just like this happened on the Attercop's pouncer's turn. So like, yeah.
Just then it's like,
if you guys want to talk this out, for sure. You know what? It also just dawned on me that like we're doing this turn action and not group based. I forgot to do that, but also for this fight.
Oh, when we were rolling initiative, I was like, Tom's just in old habits. That's okay.
I apologize. Yes, but also
we'll get this bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, thank you.
One week off of battles, and
thank you for giving me a Biden moment. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you so much. So
all right, it's time for a nap.
All right, yeah. No, I'm just gonna stand here with my mouth open, staring. But yeah, all right, Moruk.
Oh, hey, Mitch.
Keeping these things alive. How many do we need alive?
Every one of them gets us 20 gold.
So you get
So it's not like as long as we get 12 out of the 20. It's if we get all 20, it's times 20 or whatever it is. I don't remember the numbers, but whatever it is, it was like, oh, this is the exact amount. So just every one that you keep alive, or every one that dies, you lose that amount. It's like, well, it's kind of, you can look at it either way. So every one of them is worth X amount of gold. 480, and there's 20 of them.
But also they're
or
not
24
all
of them.
Attercops, and so far you're only dealing with Attercops.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's 24 different animals, creatures.
And are these things small creatures?
They are medium creatures.
They're medium creatures.
Which is why I was calling them giant spiders, because
I
don't mind spiders, but a medium spider would immediately make me want to get like some kind of munitions and shoot it to death. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, at that point, you could actually be its dinner.
Mm-hmm.
You're the right size, so it's like, yeah.
Did anybody hear about what happened off the coast of Spain like last week? A couple giant crabs moved in, and they had to move them back out into the ocean with a crane. Like,
what the fuck?
They were like car-sized, like small car, like Fiat-sized crabs.
Jesus.
Just saying.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And those things have armor. Just saying.
And some of them wield knives.
I knew D&D was real.
Right.
I have for as long as I've like seen old woodcuts, like Japanese woodcuts, and they have those pictures of like the giant spider crabs and the samurai fighting them. I'm like, that for sure happened at least once, where somebody woke up and there was a fucking like Ford Explorer-sized crab on the beach, and everybody had to go fucking fight that, and at least 10 people died during that fight. Just saying, but yeah.
And that's anime.
Yeah, and now we have anime. So yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry, Moruk. What are you doing against these medium-sized tree crabs or spiders, whatever you want to call them?
That's a very good question.
Oh, hello, little guy.
I want. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
We didn't knock out any of them at all, right?
No.
So
No. In fact, you're now engaged in melee with them. Yes.
um,
Well, that was inevitable.
I don't have the tools prepared to this, and I don't have sleep, unfortunately, none at all. So,
I mean, if you were to kill them and bring them back, sure, there's some harvestable meat from these things that I'm sure people in the camps would love.
20 gold worth of love.
why do they want them
You want the
alive?
richest food you're ever gonna get, even though it's
They want
shitty.
to
There you
put
go.
them in like
Right.
medium-sized fucking lobster tanks, so they can look at it and be like, "That one, no, that one." That's what they want to do.
I want the one that's really feisty right there. Cook that one.
Let's see.
I
don't
like
think
how
this-
in this scenario we're bringing back the ones that are alive and not bringing it back to the guy who we were getting them for.
I once listened to a comedian do a bit about how he went to Amsterdam and took mushrooms for the first time, and while he was on mushrooms, walked into a convenience store, some semblance thereof, and bought a bag of ice and decided he needed to release the ice. So he brought it to like one of the canals and let them go and just screamed freedom as he was dropping each one into the waterway. And so with that in mind, I once went and got lobsters and then lied that I was a rich person to get onto this dock in Boston to go throw the
Jesus
lobster into the water. It
Christ,
was a good night. It was a good night. But by the way, what the hell did you just do? Scorching ray. What did you just burn?
I'm trying to shoot this one first. That's wait. There's no
100
status on this one, right?
I'm sorry. So
that
that one
one
is bloody. I'm sorry.
should
That
be
I'll do
bloodied.
that right now. Yep.
But,
Boop boop. Yep. That one is bloodied. That is definitely a hit. That does 9 points of damage, and that 100% drops that guy to
no,
very
no.
critical. Very
Okay.
very critical.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's fine. Other 18 hit this one.
An 18 will hit that one. Yes.
7,
Oh,
17's
wait
gonna
a
hit.
second.
3.
All right, and a 7 will make. I will put a. Oh shit! We haven't done this for a while, so it's critical wounded and. No, critical bloodied,
bloody wounded.
wounded. So wounded.
Also,
yeah, wounded.
I have spare the dying. So if we just don't
Does
kill
that
them,
bring them back up? Wait, does that bring them
that
back up? Because
stabilizes them, which is even better.
all right. So let me. I'll put this out there. What are the rules on stabilize? There isn't a rule. Like you just dropped to 0. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
if
fine.
if you
Okay.
die, you're at 0, and then you make your saves.
Perfect. Yeah.
But then for stabilizing, if you make your saves, you're unconscious, but you're at 0, and you stay unconscious for a D4 worth of hours, and then you come back at 1 HP. If you are
Okay.
left alone and no healing or anything like that.
I'll tell you what. If you are capable of casting that on them, okay. The only stipulation I'll say is that if somebody critically hits something to kill it, you won't have a chance to do that. Just because I don't usually let the dying have it, but that's the only circumstance. But okay, so Moruk, you hit this guy, dropped him to bloodied. You hit this guy, dropped him to wounded. Anything else on your turn, or are you going to stay there?
Let's move up to here, and that's it.
Alright, guys. No criticals.
Okay. Goes to this guy. Shit, I gotta figure out who this
Don't
guy
do
is.
good.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, and then we're gonna go to this guy. It's gonna go. To right here. Okay. Um, okay. And then it's going to go back to obscurity. But obscurity, I apologize. I have to go run and grab something. I'll be right back.
So am I hearing we can kill these things now?
But don't kill it too good,
Right.
because
Just slightly kill it.
and make sure
Just very minimally kill it.
right. Like, if I know we all have like 8 instances of inspiration, so use those up if you get a crit. We wanna
To reroll. Got it.
right. It's like, no, I'm taking the 7.
Right, exactly. So I don't hit at all.
But also, we have to make sure that they're down from the tree, because I cannot climb.
Right, exactly. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted it to come down from the tree.
Right.
It's just like, here, buddy.
Just being bait. So you're just baiting.
So I'm just determining, because I obviously, to do anything, I need to get out of this weather.
Oh, right. So
Um,
I was gonna come over and just slice that off of you if that was something that we were allowed to do.
Yeah, well, that would save me an action, and then I could just bludgeon this
Because
thing
then
right next to
you're
me.
hitting twice. So
Right.
I mean, if
And then I can
if
do
we can
stunning
stop
strike.
them from being lethal,
Right.
then fine. But now that we
Well,
know that, it's
okay.
like, oh yeah,
Then we'll find out from Tom whether or not are we going to stick with the old melee with the old rounds of action, or are we going to go back to all of us and then all of them in this combat?
No, in
I
this
have
combat,
no
we're going
idea.
to keep going this way.
Okay. Okay. So then.
But could that move be held so I could cut her out and then she can?
You can absolutely tag team and talk your way through this. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, whenever it's allowed to happen.
When do you go? Because I
I'm
go
at
and then
18.
a spider goes, right?
Yeah.
The spider that goes is the one that's right next to me. He's gonna eat me.
No, that's incorrect. The spider that goes is not the one right next to you.
Okay. All right, then I'll hold my action and wait, because Nim has said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna cut you out." So I'll just lie
Don't
here.
worry, I'm gonna cut you.
I'm gonna cut
Whatever.
you. All right, it goes to
It's all fun.
Like, wait, stop
Another
stabbing
one.
though. At least slash
another
at
one
me.
that you have lost sight of as as this spider leaps out at Moruck, lands on Moruck with a nat 20. Couple things gonna happen.
I
Moruck,
hate jumping spiders.
Moruck, you're gonna take a little damage. You're gonna take 9 points of piercing damage, and then I need you to give me a DC 11 con save, or some more shit's gonna happen.
That coming over. I guess that's not coming over. Okay.
A DC 11 strength or dex save.
I think you just said con.
If I did, then we'll roll with that. Sorry, but it should be strength or dex either way.
Strength or dex save. Well, there's an 11 on the die.
Nailed it. Got it. Unless, wait, do you have a negative for strength or dex?
No, +3 for dex.
Okay, so you make it. You are not knocked prone, but you also, with that... No, I'm sorry, it's a two-part thing. The first part was the con save. What did you get on the con save? That's why I said that.
Wait.
What was
Okay,
it?
so I'm making 2 different saves.
Yeah. So the con save was against the poison that you're gonna take because it landed and hit you. If you save against that, you take no poison damage. The second one was to see who got knocked down prone, and so you save against both. So it comes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it lands on you, but unfortunately for it, you are strong enough to kind of like shoulder it. And although it does do some damage, it does do 9 points of piercing damage to you. It does not do poison and it does knock you prone. It lands to its side right there. It is now Nim's turn.
Okay. Come over and slice the webs.
They have a AC and a hit points, or you could try to burn them, whichever you want to do. It's pretty low.
Well, so are my skills that require that. So, guess we're gonna try this. So 21
is a hit. Like a huge hit.
There's no plus to this, so only 3.
And as you slap, what are you cutting or attacking with?
The claws that I stole off of Boreas.
You know what? I like this because it's fucking cool. So why don't you give me a luck roll? It's a 50-50. So pick a die, high and low. And what you've rolled right now is not a success, but if you're lucky, it is.
Low. Nope.
Nope. Unfortunately, you cut through some of the bands, but for whatever reason, they don't seem to like cut right. They kind of get clogged up, and you actually have to like pull your hand back out. And Obscurity is still stuck in there. Obscurity, do you want to take your turn right now? Dolan?
Cool, thanks. I can go.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're still stuck.
You're still stuck. So
Oh.
you can you're effectively restrained, but restrained is the fucking stupid grappled condition where you just have trouble moving, but you can do anything you want. So what do you want to do?
I want to punch this shit. So an 18 didn't get me out?
So an 18 hit. I'm sorry, a 21 hit, but he only did 3 damage to the webbing, and the webbing require more damage or fire damage to get rid of.
Gotcha.
But just to be completely clear, AC of 10, hit points 5. So Nim, you were so close, and if you had rolled the percentile, I was going to give it to you. So that's just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I can punch this spider.
You can punch that spider, yes.
Okay. Then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna fucking lights out.
I did that once, I did that once and left some damage wreckaging on the wall, and my wife got mad at me about it. It's like, spider touched my face. That's what happens.
What kind of actions can you take if you have a spell going that requires concentration?
You can take any action that doesn't require concentration.
That'll let you keep the spell going that does require concentration?
The only thing that terminates a concentration is if you get hurt while concentrating and you fail a concentration check, or if you cast another concentration spell.
Or go unconscious.
Or I'm sorry, you know what? Kevin rounded that out. Yes. Or go unconscious. Like if somebody casts sleep and you went out, it would go out. Or if you die, but that too. So, all right. Obscurity. What are you doing? Do some stuff.
I'm rolling. It just wasn't letting me do it on.
16 is a hit if it was on that spider.
It was. Stunning strike.
Boop.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I wonder if it would have let me do it there. Okay.
Treatment, Mr. Murphy. Tissues.
Con, have it roll a con save. Just roll below 14 and you're good.
Wait, I'm good or I'm bad because I rolled a 3.
Perfect. You're stuck.
Oh.
And I imagine the spider does that whole like on its back legs kind of curly thing.
All right, I'm going to give this guy a purple mark, and that means he's stunned. He is out. Okay. You are still stuck in the web, though. What do you want to do?
Can I use my second attack to just attack the webbing with my hooded lantern and make it?
You could, but just know that like if you touch it with the fire, you might be dealt some fire damage because you're wrapped up in it. So it would basically like you would burn yourself out, but you would get burnt. Oh Jesus! I mean, at that point, don't even roll. Just touch, and then roll me a dexterity save.
You got it.
DC 12.
Oh fuck! Why are you being a dick?
I don't think I am, but okay.
You're not. It is. I don't know why it's not letting me roll.
No. Oh, holy shit! So many numbers. Either of those numbers, you save, and somehow you are only dealt 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
All right. That was your turn. It goes to Kane. Kane, what are you doing?
How damaged are the 2 spiders?
All right. The one directly next to obscurity, right here. That's out cold. Don't worry about it. Okay. This one up here, that one's really fucked up. This one that you can see right here that just jumped out and tried to take out Morok, totally fine.
Are you okay?
Well, I'll unveil like what we were talking about earlier, and I'm gonna fire and I'll just blast at it.
Oh shit! Okay. Kane's doing some magic stuff that you guys may not be regulated for.
As long as he doesn't get a crit.
The way I roll? Yeah, right.
All right. You do 5 points of force damage to this guy? Just making sure? Yes?
No, this one.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. So first of all, hit. Second of all, you do 5 points of damage. Shockingly, does not make him bloodied. They do have a healthy amount of hit point. I mean, for like level based, healthy amount of hit points.
That's right. I got two shots.
I mean, you could take out the one in the tree. I'm just saying, even with that roll. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I thought that we weren't trying to kill them.
Nim threw out that she's got a methodology for making.
We're not trying to kill them.
Spare the dying. So I mean,
however,
I'm not.
They are trying to kill you.
Yeah, we're not as worried about them going to 0. However, that one's still up in a tree. So thank you. So yeah, it might be. Let's let that come down, and then we'll see how it goes. This one's stunned.
Yeah. So
yeah, I like that one.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's help for Morok for sure.
Right.
$12. 12 is a miss. Does not hit. Wow. I actually thought it might have, but nope. It's a miss.
Right.
Right.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. So you continue to concentrate. So obscurity still has that +2. Awesome.
Yep.
You did a hit. Move on. All right. So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna do this guy. Nope, not that guy. Move on. This guy. Yeah, this guy is gonna go 5, 10. This guy's gonna try and launch himself off the boat onto Nim. Nim, here we go. Ooh, I don't think that that's gonna work, but does an 18 hit you?
No.
Okay, let's do this. GM level. Boom, boom, boom. Layer. Token. It's unable to hit you with the pounce. Oh, no, come back, come on. Oh, this. Boom. I'm gonna put it down over here, and it's gonna try to bite you anyways. That's totally a miss, and unfortunately it can't do anything to you. Next one. This is the one that's directly next to Obscurity, and it's gonna try to bite Obscurity. Ooh, Obscurity does a
Even while
14 hit
stunned?
you. Shit. You're absolutely right. Also,
No. I thought it was another one next to me. That isn't stunned.
no, it's not. Kevin's right.
Oh.
There's a purple mark. The purple mark means stunned. Also, I don't think a 14 hits.
What's that?
So
14 doesn't hit, but what's the other spider that's next to me, not doing anything against me?
this guy is stunned. The purple one is stunned. Yes,
Oh,
the one
never
with the
mind.
arrow is
I
not
thought-
right now.
I
This
thought that
one
this one
leapt
was
off
next.
the ship and tried to attack Nim and missed. And now we are going to the one up in the tree. And the one up in the tree is like, you know what? I'm going to try to eat you because I don't want to die. So it jumps down at you. Let's see what it does. Ooh, does a 20 hit? Does a 20 hit you, Obscurity?
Meets it.
Meets it, beats it in this game because I'm a dick. So I'm gonna need. First thing I'm gonna need is a con save, and the second thing I'm gonna need is a strength or dexterity save.
Okay. I'm gonna see if my D&D Beyond is gonna work.
Hold on. You have a +2 to your AC. A 20 only meets.
Correct. My AC is normally 18.
Okay, all right. Just double checking. I just want to make sure. Okay.
No. Yeah. Apparently, D&D Beyond is not allowing me to make rolls off of my character sheet.
It's the
Okay.
best.
Yeah. So that's a +2. I'm doing my con save first.
Students.
12.
So a 12 is fine for your con save. So you only take 8 points of piercing damage as this thing
Okay.
lands and its fangs pierce into you, but it's not enough for the poison to get it. Now give me either a strength or a dex save, DC 11,
Okay.
because if you make that, you're not knocked out.
Oh, fucker.
No, 11 is the mark.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
know. I just wanted it to be more.
Good, but you know what? It doesn't need you're like you kind of crush after that bite, but you stand back up and you hold yourself proud where you are. So you're good. All right. Next person is this guy. Somebody roll me like a percentile and high or low and tell me what you get, because this is either going to be good for you or bad for you. Somebody do it.
Guess I'll
Anybody?
roll.
Anybody?
High. 5. Low.
Okay. Not good for you. Okay, perfect.
And is it my
Okay.
turn now?
And it is now Moruck's turn. Moruck, there's a spider right next to you.
And it tried to poison me, but it hasn't tied me up or anything.
Well, it tried to, but it was unable to do any of those things.
Let's go with. It needs to make a DC 15 con saving throw.
It's probably not going to be able to do that, but we'll see. Con +1. Well, it's an 18 on the die, so a 19, so it passes.
Okay. Well, it takes 7 points of cold, and it is not frozen.
Okay. Oh, roll 20. Come on. Sorry, so Moruck, what you did that? Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Apologize to everybody for sound effects and whatnot. I had to do a refresh and okay. All right, and the guy next to you takes 7 points of damage. Come on, there we go, -7. Okay. That happens. I'm gonna put that guy at boom and potentially boom, and okay. Moruck, end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this guy. Here. Okay. Nim, there's another jumping spider coming at you. I'm gonna put it next to you just in case it doesn't land on you. It misses you, but it misses you again as its fangs come in. Okay. That was a great turn for that guy. And then this guy. Who's this guy? Oh, this guy. This guy leaps out and attacks Kane. Yeah! Still on Kane. So I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm sorry, Kane. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to move you. Just trying to do this. So let's do this. And that's a miss. And that's a miss. So nothing happens to you, Kane. Wow, these guys suck. All right, Obscurity, you're up. They only have a +4 to hit, but I'm rolling like 4s and 6s every time. So, anyways, all right. Obscurity, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
The one that just attacked me, that is critical. I'm gonna just punch it in the face.
Save my face. You start people. And I oh, sorry, I thought wedding. Not
Does a 24 hit?
I mean, okay, a 24 is a hit against anyone on the board. So
Okay, stunning strike.
the one to your north, yes.
The one to my north, the one that is bloody, bludgeon,
Yep.
damage, critical.
And I just rolled the check, and that one is now stunned.
Fantastic. My second attack, I'm just gonna move here, and this one to my. I'm just gonna punch it.
Mhm.
Let's see. 24 hits, stunning strike, do a whatever it is.
Oh, what is the check to see? What is the check to see?
It is. It needs to be a 14. Needs to be to 14.
All right, you are unable to stun this one, but you still do damage to it. So what do you do for damage?
What do you want to do? We can put her on that. Maybe decide
Good question.
she's only coded 3 times. She called to say you have to handle this for yourself. I'm an intern.
Yeah, I haven't been dealing out my damage with my
You don't have a
stuns.
second. Okay, well, it's too dangerous. Just gonna have to. Too much heavy will stop her circulation. There's no point in keeping her heart rate up if she doesn't have much arms or legs.
8 points of damage.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Minus 8. Okay.
So it
Um,
rolled 15 con or higher.
it rolled a 15 on the die plus its
Okay.
modifier, so like it
Okay.
saved on that.
Got it.
I was shocked because I've been rolling shitty for all of them tonight. But okay, so that was 2 strikes. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. It moves to this guy. This guy's right next to Moruk and is going to try to bite Moruk. Come on! I'm
Actually,
pretty sure
that's where I moved. Sorry.
that's fine. I'm pretty sure a 10's not going to hit Moruk. That is the end of this guy's turn, and it is Nim's turn.
Okay. Let's go with a... How big is that radius? Let's see. One sec. I'm just checking something. Yeah. I'm going to cast sleep right where my icon is. I'm going to move my character back.
Okay, and for sleep, just to be clear, you can decide the targets, correct? I believe that's right. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I believe. Hold on.
Does it go to
It's
weakest?
the weakest. That's right.
It
the weakest.
is weakest, but I thought you could.
I feel that what you've seen so
But it
far,
looks like
no matter
you
what, your
can't.
characters are going to be stronger than these things, so they're going to be
Yeah.
be weakest. So yeah. And then decide what level you're casting that at, and then give me a total number.
Okay, I'm wondering.
I just remember doing this when you first met Strahd and rolling for him, and the number was so high. I was just like, "You're all very asleep. You're all very asleep."
2d8, so 7d8. Roll. 31.
Okay. This I'm gonna go with the guy next to Moruk first, and the Moruk that's there has the total was what?
31.
31. All right. So the guy next to Moruk, which was the weakest, minus 10, because he had 10 hit points left. That guy is now out cold, leaving 21. The next person the next thing was the one directly north of Obscurity, which had 14. So if we minus 14.
So 7. So those two.
7 is left, but this one is now gone. Purple mark means that they are gone. And then the other two are at full health right now. So that is that's the extent of that. So let me know if you're doing anything else.
No. Well, I think that's good.
I mean, you literally just took two combatants off the field. So okay, it goes to Ezekiel. Ezekiel, there's a spider trying to bite you in the most
Delightful way.
delightful and inappropriate way. I just want to put my babies in you.
Oh, they can talk.
I mean, they can to Cain. A 9. What? Okay, so what does this do? I need to give you a strength save?
Yes.
Okay. That is it's a 4. Oh shit! I gotta double check this. Sorry. Boom. Nope, I don't get it. I rolled a 13 on the die, and I don't have any bonus to it. So I think that means I take the full damage, right, of 9 damage.
2d6 necrotic damage. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, this guy is now boop, boop. Okay. Doing anything else in your turn?
No, because that one does not take concentration, so I'm still going to maintain the concentration on the other spell.
Okay. All right. Let's see. This guy is still here, so he's going to go. All right, obscurity. Another spider leaps off the ship and tries to get you.
Oh shit! I'm glad I picked you for the AC bonus.
However, I'm gonna guess that a 16 doesn't
Me
hit
too,
you
bro.
from that, and that yeah, and so that one misses you, landing on the other side. This guy is shit. I gotta do this. So I can do... This guy's still awake, so yeah, so he's gonna try to bite you. Oh, does a 23 hit you?
Yep.
Okay, so I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw of 11. You're probably going to crush this. However, yeah, okay. Give me the con save first.
My con's not that good.
As a monk? Really? It's DC 11, so I feel you're going to crush this. Oh, no! All right, obscurity. You take 8 points of piercing damage, and then you take 10 points of poison damage. Wow, that's the first time that has happened. Doesn't reduce you to 0 hit points, does it? Probably not. All right.
No, I'm down by half.
Here's it's
Next guy. Come on. This guy. That guy's out cold. Might as well get him off the map. This guy. That guy's out cold. Get him off the map. This guy's gonna go. Okay, yep. So this guy is gonna move and jump right next to Nim. Yeah! Nim, here it comes. Ooh, nat 20! All right. Nim, give me a DC 11 con save or you're gonna take some crazy damage right now.
Is it roll? Are you rolling? You can roll it
Am I-
like 8 times. Come on. Okay.
I was like,
That'll
"Are you
come
talking
by.
to me?"
That's a surprise roll that will come by later. So, that's a 15.
It's a 15. All right, good. Because I just saw the 8 and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna take 7. You're gonna take 9 points of piercing damage. But your save means you don't take any poison. So that's cool, I guess. Because damn, I want to roll double 2d8 for poison damage. But unfortunately, not the case. And it goes to
Question:
Mo.
These things we're just taking poison damage. We're not poison, or are we poison?
Doesn't give you the poison addition, just gives you
Okay.
poison damage. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
And I don't
Ruck,
think
you-
anyone's been hit by the poison yet.
Somebody was. Somebody failed. Or I thought somebody failed, but all right, whatever. But Mo Ruck's up.
I'm kind of thinking we start squishing these things. What do you guys think?
Well, right
Yeah,
now
like I said.
there are 1, 2, 3 on 4. No, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the map that are done. From what you understand, there were 8 that were part of the whatchamacallit, the manifest. So, I mean,
Looks
you
like
kind of accounted for
all
most
of these
them.
guys are, like, yeah, accounted for.
So, and the 4 that have purple marks right now, including the one right next to you, are out. So they're potentially cageable and transportable back. But that means there are still 3 that are jumping around doing shit that they've been rolling really low, but sadly.
So how many darts is this? 5 times.
Third level, so 3, 4, 5.
So 5. Yeah, 5. 5 times 5. First magic missile at this guy that hits.
Well, he's asleep.
Whoa! That
Right,
guy's
this one's
asleep. That
The
guy's
blue,
asleep.
the purple's is sorry. The
Purple is asleep. Yes.
Yeah,
God.
purple is...
I mean, you can do that if you want. I'm just saying
Right.
that's asleep.
Also, I have... Well, obviously, I have sleep. So that it's something where if you lower a bunch of stuff down, even if the stuff is spread out, that will help sleep be more effective next time.
True.
It would be really cool if I had a maniac moose to unleash on you, but I don't. To be
You
fair.
and the fucking mouse.
2 to this guy. 2 to this guy.
And also, if you kill any, I can bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
So 2, 2, and 1. So that will be 10 damage, 10 damage,
All right,
5 damage.
All right, so minus 10. So it was 10. What was the second one?
Also 10.
Also
Minus 10. And then what was the last one?
5.
It's 5. All right. And then I'll come back and do this and go. Boop, boop. Okay. This guy will go. Alright. There's Morok's turn. Goes to. Wait, is that the end of your turn? You're all done?
Yeah.
Okay. Goes to this guy. That guy's out cold, so I can take him off the map. Goes to this guy. Oh, that's the guy next to Kane. And he's going to try to give Kane a kiss. Boom! Kane, does a 12 hit you?
No.
And that's the end of its turn. And Obscurity, you're up.
Okie dokie. Pop, pop.
Pop.
Whoop. The one right in front of me.
All right, so we got.
That's the right one. Ooh. I'm going to use an inspiration on that.
Bringing my total inspirations down to 19.
Oh, simple saves. Okay. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Stunning strike. I'm just going to mark that off. Con 14.
Yeah, so I rolled a 7, and I don't have enough to make that perfect. So, boop,
It's done.
boop, and boop.
Fuck it. I haven't been passing out the damage from my strike, so I might as well just do that.
I mean, you can do that. It's if the idea is just beep, beep, boop, beep, you got it.
Right, but in case they have to be put to sleep again, like what Kevin said. The fuck
Yeah.
is okay. What's this guy? It takes 10 points of damage. That motherfucker that's diagonal for me. It's not stunned yet, correct?
Correct.
Not stunned.
Okay. Pop, pop. You get a good one. 17 hits.
Yep.
Stunning strike. I'm gonna need a rest after this, guys. It only has to be a short rest. So.
Yeah, that's the best part about monks. Monks,
business.
and warlocks.
Is a con save going?
Hold on. Oh! Fail. Damn it.
Nice damage.
Well, I want you to know I had a spinner, and it was like, oh, it looks like it's gonna be 18. Landed on a 9.
Oh yeah,
so,
no, it's never gonna be.
Not
Once,
an 18.
I
once
was
you
like,
can see it,
I got this.
it's like,
but no.
aha, it's
All right.
not gonna be this one.
So, all right, so boom.
Stunned, and then 9 points of damage.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. I get it.
And that's my turn.
So you stunned both of those two?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so it looks like there's
Wrap 'em
only
up.
one. There's only one part. No, there's 2 people left on here. One. That guy's out, so get rid of him. Nim, it's your turn. There's one guy directly next
Also
to you.
31.
That's still there. Oh shit. Okay, so hold on. That guy is 12.
Oh, that's a
That guy
good.
is 13, and that's
That's
way
enough.
less than 31. And when you add them together, and they. All right. So, with that, I'm gonna flip back to make sure I get this. All right. So, with that, you guys are able to. Holy shit! Man, kicking fucking steel desk legs. Anyways,
Have
you guys are
tried
able
not?
to collect all of the creatures. That none of them are dead. Some of them are a little emaciated, need some food, but you can take care of that. We don't have to roleplay it. But I would like a couple investigation checks if anybody wants to give any. All right, 15.
Oh, Son of a-
99999.
Wait, why'd you
Did
roll
you have the
again?
same
What did-
animation as me?
Did you
where
do
it-
20 in the bottom right-hand corner?
It was a 20, and it spun around, and I was like, oh, it's a 20, and then it went no 2. It was the weirdest physics.
No, wait, no, because
Why
mine's
is
an
everything
8.
coming up multiple times? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know why it rolled a second one. I don't know what that 3 is. I don't know what's happening now. I know it's rolling twice for me because I have it open again, so I can get to the GM stuff if I need to. But
Obscurity, and Ezekiel.
Yeah.
You guys find that there are several additional magical creatures in crates on this boat that can be brought back one way or another. Obscurity and Ezekiel, you also find that amongst the dead crew that seem to have been poisoned, bitten, and or consumed by these adder crops, that there is an additional 200 gold pieces worth of coin and jewelry, as well as something that appears to be a flaming stump hook, aka if you didn't have your hand and you wanted a hook, it would be a hook, but it is also flaming and covered and wreathed in fire.
okay, that's kind of badass. We're definitely hanging on to that
It's
thing.
super dope, and
All of a sudden, it's gonna be like everyone like there's a suspicious hole in the wall. Everyone's like, I'll put my hand through it. Oh, I lost my hand. Give me the hook. I get it. Give me the flame hook. Oh, I was gonna check the wall. Yeah. Too bad your move speed is slow.
All right. Upon realizing that, you guys find out that aboard the ship are an ankh egg with a glass muzzle, a giant ape, a pegasus, a couple of crates with 12 sturges. Those are the giant mosquitoes that try to suck the life out of you. There were 24 creatures total.
It was in the mirror.
The 15 still aboard, plus
I
the
kinda
9
want the
adder
Pegasus.
crops, and you realize that there's one more adder crop that had not been let out. However, one of the things. Go ahead, yes.
How many of these are on the list?
I'm sorry. What do you mean on the list? Sorry.
On the manifest, the stuff that we have to bring back.
They're all on the manifest. They're all.
Well, this Pegasus is definitely worth more to me than we would be getting paid for it.
The Pegasus just looks at you and goes, "Bite you, bitch." Anyway, you're like, what?
Really?
So,
Really?
anyways, but that said, if the heroes, I'll kind of give this to you as a continuity. If the heroes rescue the crew and capture or kill all of the spiders, or bring back all of the spiders and the stuff and things on the boat, they instantly become famous to the city. The captain of the ship is dead, so they might even be able to salvage the ship for their own if they want, though there's not a lot they can do with it right now.
Oh,
Yeah, how
take
the
that
hell
shit.
did it get here?
What's the matter?
How did the ship get here?
So the ship had sailed northward to land here, had made it through the blockade, and then for some reason or another had crashed into the southeastern shore, which may have been due to one or more of the Ettercaps getting out. Not Ettercaps, I'm sorry, Addercops getting out.
Alright, so question then. Does that mean that this area is water?
Yeah, further south, definitely. Water.
Okay.
So
Because
just
it's
ran
like we're
aground.
just in the middle of a forest. How
Right.
the hell is there a boat here?
Oh, wait, everybody hold on for 1 sec.
How deep is the water?
Whoa.
It's Eric.
Wow.
Sylvanus is here.
Right? You
Just for the
lied.
briefest of moments.
So, what time is
Wait,
it?
wait. Before we come back to anything, I just have to share what went down. So we just ran a whole session about jumping spiders and stuff and things. And earlier tonight, my wife was like, "Can I use your phone charger, like the rapid charger thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, take it." And so I'm standing here. I'm not standing here. I'm sitting in my seat, doing things, looking at my screen, blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, a white thing moves over and goes, brush, brush, on my elbow. And as I turn, I see more white things, brush, brush. And then it flops on the book in front of me. And as I turn, it's my wife throwing the my cell phone charger, like my speedy cell phone charger, on top of the book. And I didn't know that it was her, so I was like, "What the fuck?" And that was always like, "Excuse me for a sec." And my wife is like, "What?" I was returning my thing. I'm like, "I ran a whole goddamn thing about spiders, and now you're throwing white
Webs at me.
things at me? Like, what are you doing? No, not cool." Anyways, so all right, sorry. Questions, concerns. What do you guys got?
How deep is the walk?
I mean, like you can. It's like a shallow bay, and then it goes out and gets very deep thereafter.
Then what time is it?
Three
At this
thirty.
point, I'm going to say it's a little after midday,
Nice.
and so if you guys are going to try and so there's a couple options. You could try and sail these creatures all the way back to Sequin, but that's going to eat up the rest of the day. And although you know that this will bring you kind of like Notorious or Victorious kind of sentiment from the town, there is also the probability or the possibility that this will bite into your time to do other things.
Yeah, but
I'm up
now
for
we're
bringing it. Well,
right.
I vote sailing it back, actually. I'm fine with
Um,
using the rest of the day. I have to rest anyway.
can we sail back with, excuse me, just 3 people?
We have the rest of the crew, don't we?
Is their crew alive?
So it's
I
just
thought
the
they were all
captain
dead.
who's dead.
Oh, okay.
We rescued the crew. The captain was dead. So we have the crew.
Okay.
And there's more than 3 of us as well.
So you
Obviously,
discovered that there is.
Well, no, I figured you were gonna be riding the Pegasus
sleeping.
off into the woods.
No, I
but
have to befriend the Pegasus first.
but you could, as you discover that there is still crew on this boat, you realize that if you were to give them aid to set back out, and they were to go around the peninsula and sail into Sequin proper, you could probably make it back into town well before and still have time today to do other things.
Oh, then 100%. Like, let's do that.
yep.
All right. So you rescue the boat. You do boop boop. You guys have.
Oh, I did have another question. I'm sorry, Kevin. Did you write down the things that Kane and I found on the ship that is now ours?
No. I know. Hold on. I'm putting the gold. It was 200 gold.
200
Add
gold
that.
worth of coins and jewelry and a flaming stump hook.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And does anybody know what a Pegasus eats?
Souls.
Oh, got plenty of those.
All right. So, if you guys want to go back, you have several things that you can work on. But I think that this will determine what we want to do next week. We can play again. I'm down to play for a little bit longer, but basically, the things that you still have on your plate right now are: there is a rabble rouser, There is some goblin bullshit going on in the swamp. There is the dragon thingamajig that, I mean, you don't have everybody, so maybe not. And what was the other thing? Oh, yeah,
What
that's
goblins?
right. All the churches.
Goblins, dragon, churches.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do? And I will give
then-
you the parameters for it. You've done two very big things, which will probably work very well for you towards your meeting tomorrow night, or tomorrow, like late afternoon, with the War Council. But if you want to try to bank something out right now or work towards something, let me know.
Well, how'd Savenus do with what he was doing?
So Savenus is still out there dealing with the wayfarers. That's where we're gonna leave Savenus.
Okay, sorry, I tried.
No. I mean, it's just fair. I think because there's so much
Oh, he's
that
gone.
kind
Never
of-
mind. Good.
kind of digs into like his backstory and everything. I want to leave that for him for when he comes back. So that's why I'm saying that.
And then they're in the boats anyway, right? Like they were in the harbor. Where
So
he was?
the wayfarers have a giant galleon that's in the harbor, right in the center. Yes.
Nice. Okay, well, we're sailing back in with all that stuff.
Hold on. Well, remember what we said. They could sail back around, land, and purport your.
Oh, so they would do it themselves. Okay.
Yes, and
gotcha.
you could head back to town and potentially have some time to do some additional good deeds before they come back, because of the time it would take to sail around the end of the peninsula.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hold for just a sec, but remember, the big things that you know about right now are goblins in the marshes. You know about a rabble rouser, and you know about the church trying to connect and enumerate the churches together as opposed to being separate. But I will be right back.
To get the email
We don't
mean-
think that Tom's gonna do like a double cross and like they're gonna like sail away, right?
I mean, there's an elven blockade, so they can't even sail away.
Black sailing pretty close.
Back again. I tried to get you in, but Tom's not having it.
It's fine. I can really do much from where I am.
At the Wayfarers.
It's dude, you should see this right now. Hold on. Let me this.
Oh, look at that guy.
I know, right? But look at that.
Nice.
That is currently that I get to stare at while listening to all your ones.
Right? We just have to
What time is
pretend
it
the
there?
view. 11:34.
Oh, jeez, it's late.
Yes.
It's like 3:30 here, so I'm just kind of like chilling out, drank a beer. Now I'm just relaxing.
Right? Well, some of us have work in the morning.
And don't
Yeah,
remind me.
this is the most relaxed vacation I've ever taken, so I'm okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's Erebor in the distance. So the Lonely Mountain itself.
Well, that's cool. That's Lord of the Ringsy name.
Yes.
All right. So while you're here, at least, everyone's input for where we think we want to go next. I'm thinking goblins. We can bring food and shiny things. We'll get all the gold turned into silver, and then we'll bribe them to start working for us.
I like it.
Goblins are easy.
For the most part. I mean, I know of one that's a little tricksy that has a smell gun, but other than that one, it should be fine.
Oh, there's always
one.
an exception, right?
What are the other choices?
Well, there's green dragon.
That could be a
There's
little tough at our level.
yeah, exactly. So it's like get everyone together. There's also, I know this wasn't one of the things that was listed, but there's the place that's like all the way to the right on the map. That was like a graveyard or something. That might even be where the green dragon is. But
do we know if it's an adult or a young green dragon? I know that's like.
I don't think we
Kind of
know.
pushing it off.
It's an adult. It's an adult green dragon.
Ooh.
Cool.
Have we gone levels since I was last on?
No.
We're 7, so I don't know. Probably not. Generally, you can always go with no.
We should not.
Yeah, a CR-15 I don't think is our a thing right now.
Yeah, but we're usually higher level for stuff, so
Sorry, everybody. Back.
you should be.
You
We ended up
should
having to
totally be.
spend time listening to Eric talk about how cool stuff is.
Wait, Eric just showed up?
No,
I've been
Eric
here
had already
last
been
night.
here.
Wow. So, anyways.
He came the last time you left.
Oh,
And then I asked
And
the whole,
then
like, what's the water
he's-
depth? And you even
what a
answered the question.
DB. And by DB, I mean Dickberg. There you go. So, anyways. All right, so you guys have taken care of this, which has won you favor from one of the heads of the Lyceum. You've also taken care of the fire rats, which has led to some serious favor building for that. You realize that tomorrow night, not tonight, but tomorrow night, you have several hours today that you're going to be called into this sort of war room. And the more people that are on your side, the better, which means you've got effectively a day, kind of, tonight, tomorrow kind of thing to do that. And what you have left that you can kind of interact with that you've known about at this point. Maybe there'll be more later if you come back and Figovich talks to you. If you find Figovich. But the big things that you know about at this point are goblins in the swamp, you know about the church alignment, and you know about the dragon. But the dragon sounds daunting, and that's what you got. So,
I think we decided on the goblins.
Yes.
Can we burgle?
can I tell? I will give you this. You can 100% decide on the goblins, but I think that it's only fair if I share with you what the sort of religious stuff is. Is that fair?
Cool.
Yeah.
And all the religions.
I mean, I would have. I feel like I probably would have gotten that information at that point. So
Yeah. So effectively, it breaks down like this. To push Lorbeck's plan through, the heroes must convince each of the 8 head priests that her plan is in their best interest. Each requires a successful DC 19 charisma, deception, or persuasion check to convince. The negotiator cannot gain advantage from another hero using the help action, but can gain advantage on this check if they worship the same deity as the particular group's leadership. Additionally, each group's leadership can be swayed by different deeds or particular approaches to negotiation. Each hero who spends at least an hour with a group and makes a successful DC 11 charisma, aka investigation check, in advance of negotiations can learn one bargaining point. The negotiator automatically succeeds if they can obtain 3 sources of advantage for a particular head of the group. While the specifics of the groups and their religious leadership will vary, we suggest this. So, there are 8 groups that you guys can break off and try to help with. The concept is this: in order to bring them into Lorbeck's plan, which will gain considerable sort of acquiescence and understanding, is that you need to convince the head of either a 19 deception or persuasion check. In order to help you with that, people can go in and spend an hour trying to gain boons, but they have to make an 11 charisma check spending an hour there. So
Quick thing on that one: would the spell that enhances ability affect that?
would my question is this. Actually, it's kind of twofold. One, what spell are we talking about? And two, how are things when you're not in Hobbiton?
Oh, they're fantastic. I'm right now looking at Erebor, so it's very fun. Enhance ability is the one that gives you either cat-like reflexes or so you get advantage on certain checks.
I would say that if you were to cast this on somebody for the act of investigation, as long as you have something that can do that for intelligence, yeah, there it is. Fox's cunning, targeted, yeah, you can totally do that.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it would probably be better for just using the Eagle's Splendor, right? Because then it just gives you advantage on charisma checks.
Well, that would be good for the person making the actual check. For the development of
It's 2 separate
knowledge.
checks, isn't it? For developing its charisma and for the actual
So here's the thing,
persuasion.
right? So in order
got it.
so there are 8 different groups that you're trying to bring on.
How many
board.
do we have to succeed with?
Hold on.
8?
I.e., how many times do I need to cast this?
If 6,
Right.
if somebody from New Zealand keeps talking, anyway, if 6 temples agree, the others will follow suit. However, if you're going to make a check to find a way to make them buy into what you're doing, it's an hour. But that means that if multiple people are going to do that, it's multiple people. So you may want to try and break everybody up and do 2 by 2, and then it's 4 hours at a time to convince a temple. You might even be able to do 2 tonight if you wanted to. So
I'm just more stuck on the 19, and even
remember,
Sylvanas
here's
is
the
at
thing,
only
though.
a +8.
A DC 19 sways them immediately. But if there are 3 things that you can investigate about them and make them sway to your side, which is a DC 11, you don't have to make that check.
Oh. And the charisma is going to be a lot easier to get at that point. Oh no!
I mean, also you have a bard
Yeah.
who is super charismatic, who might even have like advantage on shit like this. So, and there are certain things that certain characters have had experience with that might even have more. I don't know if any of these are your specific religions, but it might help.
Yeah, if there's any sort of darkness thing. Also, I don't know if anyone else has any sort of religion for their character.
Let me see what I got for skills.
It rarely comes up, but
I have a +5 on religion.
yeah, but do you have a religion?
I think
Like
so.
your character.
Yeah, I think I have a certain faith. Let me go to my features and traits. Oh no, it's not features. It's the other crap. No. Oh, description.
Saladrin?
Yeah. Yes, Saladrin. Yep.
So the main churches that are around Sequin are the Regesian philosophers with the god of the Regesian hospitalers with the goddess of healing, the Regesian savages with the goddess of strength, the Regesian druids with the goddess of pilgrimages, the Desceni dwarves with the gods of ancestors, the Ostaliner mercenaries with the god of battle, the Sequin locals with the god of seas, and the Sindaris exiles with the god of sorcery. Now, if anybody can argue why they would have a direct connection or like subsequent side connection to these deities, let me know. And
Could you say just what the types were? Like seas, sorcery.
Gotta go.
So
Later.
we've got a knowledge, got a healing, got a strength, got a pilgrimages, got of ancestors, got a battle, got a seas, got a sorcery.
I only got 6.
All right, what do you miss? So
Knowledge, healing, strength, battle, seas, sorcery.
So you skipped pilgrimages and ancestors. That was really easy because you were like boop boop, missed them. The rest are there. So yeah, there you go.
An ancestry.
Yeah, ancestors.
Alright, who's super strong? They can go there. I could go healing. Knowledge.
Well,
which
all
of
right.
us is
Well,
smart?
before anybody choices anything. Let me throw this up there. So, remember, if you want to immediately go in and try and convince the leader of one of these sects, it's a DC 19 check. Charisma, again, Deception, persuasion, whatever it is. Okay. However, if you want advantage on that check, if you are a member of that faith, you get that going in. The other thing that can happen is one character, one PC, can go in to each of these churches if they spend an hour there and try to convince that church after that your way is the right way, to vote for you, etc. And that requires a DC 11 investigation. So, I'm thinking, and if anyone wants to tell me I'm wrong,
You're wrong.
thanks. I'm thinking that we could do like 2 or 3 of these church checks tonight before we break to see how you're doing. And then next week, finish them, and that will lead us into this meeting with the War Council. But if anybody wants to try to do something else, break away or whatever, that's fine. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess we go and talk. Try and convince the people, the leaders.
All right. So I'm thinking this because I had a whole chart set up for this, and I'm thinking that how many people do we have tonight? Still, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4, right? Okay. So I'm gonna give each of, if you break apart to go deal with 2 groups, that could set you up well for next week. Tell me who you want with you, and we'll go that way. Remember, there's several. You know what? Doesn't matter. What other groups that are breaking up?
Moruk and Ezekiel are being separated because they have the highest charismas,
Okay.
I think, of those left. Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we do Obscurity and Moruk? No, Obscurity and Kane, and Moruk and Nim. Does that work?
Sure. Unless anyone
Yeah,
has
okay.
thoughts.
All right, so I'm gonna throw all the names out there. You guys pick who you want to interact with. So, and remember, you're only gonna do this once tonight. So, oh shit, I gotta do one more page. All right. There's a god of knowledge, god of healing, goddess of healing, goddess of strength, goddess of pilgrimages, ancestors, battles, seas, and sorcery. All right, who are Kane and Moruk gonna go talk to?
Does anybody else in the group actually heal besides me?
I can. I'm a cleric. I just haven't yet.
Do you want to take the hospital nurse?
Alright, so what do we have? Because if we're kind of going 2 by 2, I guess not, because some of the ones that I'm looking at that are kind of tougher would be like strength, pilgrimage, ancestry, battle. Any of us could do. I don't know who would be appropriate for seas. Sorcery, obviously. We've got a sorcerer. Healing, you and I could take care of. Knowledge, depending on what they're looking for. We've got a few people who might qualify for that. I know I'm like religious and stuff. And obviously, sorcerer, although more charismatic than... Oh, but wizard too. Yeah, there you go. So, that's kind of just my overall thing on it. If there are ones that people think might be more difficult that we could have answers for, like I don't know if someone's for pilgrimage, I don't know, maybe someone's race could come into play on that. Oh, that might be the bard. Shut up, get out of here.
Well,
A shadow
let's
elf.
do it.
I'm just a human, so
Let's do it
you know.
this way. Was there something that was particularly open to your character with regards to like skills, etc.? Battle, seas, sorcery, ancestors, pilgrimages, strength, healing, knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, and anyone can kind of point us where we want to go, because there's probably some that are easier to figure out for the time being. Because like Ezekiel and I could actually split off, and we could go to healing. That'd probably be easy to do. So if anyone's thinking like, hey, this might be a reason where we go to pilgrimage, or maybe we skip that one. Maybe we skip pilgrimage and ancestry if we don't have it. Try and get all the other 6. You know, who has C's? Anyone have thoughts?
I for sure know that I'm not really useful specifically in any particular area that we've talked about. My charisma is pretty abysmal. I can lie
the
pretty
actual
well.
skills.
Right, I can
But,
lie pretty
like-
well, but like even the background stuff, like nothing. I'm not very intelligent. So I will go and back up wherever anybody else wants to go, but I don't think I'm going to be that helpful, even background character wise, in any particular place, if that makes sense.
Well, I have a fairly high strength and charisma.
Okay.
So then maybe you two do split up, and then Kevin, you do healing, and then Ezekiel hits the
He
strength.
does strength.
one.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
Moruk, what are you doing?
All right,
Sorcery.
So I mean, like, if we want to call this as like
Sure.
a pause, that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm in the same kind of boat as obscurity, so it's like my charisma's not great. It's +2. Although maybe if I take the enhance ability, well, we're doing like investigation too. Apparently, which also isn't great, but you know, it's 50-50 for me. So there's potential of at least it only being 11. So if we have, you know, like we were saying, if we have, even if you go somewhere else, obscurity, and just try and talk to them, you know, your investigation's a -1, but if you get a 12 or higher, that's a success. That gives you advantage.
I have no problems lying to people. I can definitely deceive. That's at least a +4. I don't know what that's going to happen, you know, long term, but
Yeah, you know, whatever. Maybe it's only some like white lies where it's just like, no, trust me. If you join, I guarantee there will be no problems.
right. I
Meanwhile,
can make
you're like,
promises
there's obviously
from the
gonna be
other
problems.
temples. The other temples are making all of these promises to you guys.
Right.
Goddamn temple.
It's like they have your back 100% no matter what. Meanwhile,
They
it's
were
just like
thinking
no
about
one's
making
made
you guys
anything.
the leaders.
But that said,
See?
I'm gonna bounce. So
Too far?
no, I love it. I love it. Do it. Make it happen. But
All right.
for me, I'm taking a break. So I
Yeah.
will. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay.
Alrighty.
Later.
Good night.
Later.
Later.
That
TJ
was
just
funny.
passed out.
Yeah. Oh, he's
All right,
back.
I'm
He
off.
heard.
Later.
I heard T.
Yeah.
Right. It's So that's excellent. So it sounded like it hit Tom all of a sudden. So
Yeah, exactly.
before it hits all of us.
Okay, so do we want, we have to convince 6 of these 8,
Yeah.
and so do we think our odds are better if we go in groups of 2 and just have to, do 3 each? Or do we think our odds are better if we all split up and do a couple of us does, 2,
Yeah, so
and the others?
I'm not. It's weird because it's like it feels like the thing that we have to do and take care of with it. I don't know how much of a benefit we're gonna get from having 2 people in a place.
Got it.
Like the
Right,
way
'cause
that
it's only
Tom was
one role.
explaining it, it's just like, whatever. But then it's like, oh, if we just keep investigating, then it's just better. So if I'm just over here investigating, as opposed to if we have 2 people there, if we both investigate, does that give us 2 checks towards the thing? Then in that case, okay, yeah, maybe we gang up on it.
Yeah, maybe
But
we
if
can get through
not,
faster.
right. If it's not that, then it's just like, oh, I might as well at least use my roll over here. So
Right.
that's what I'm thinking. So we'll have to clarify that before we
Okay.
kind of jump into it. But
Okay.
that's where my head is, just in terms of like, yeah, if it's not worth it to have another person there, especially where it's
Right.
like you can't get advantage from the other
Oh,
person.
right.
It's like, oh,
Right.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What are
so
you
we'll get
here for?
clarification.
So
Right.
yeah. But all right, very good. We'll see you guys later.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.